We are live, we are live, we are live. Happy blissful day to you. How art thou feeling? How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? I want to share some good news with you. If you are feeling stuck right now, you can feel free right now. If you're feeling like that you're lacking in any area of your life, you can actually feel abundant. If you feel unhappy, you can feel happy right now. All that is required from you is just to make that decision. For example, I want you just to indulge me for a second. I want you to take a moment and just feel down for a second. Just imagine that you're feeling down. Just imagine that you're closed. I just want you to just imagine that you're feeling a little bit down, you're feeling a little bit closed off, you're so sad, you don't want to talk to anyone. Just imagine that for a second, okay? Right? Now I want you to imagine feeling joyful or blissful. Now I want you to imagine that your arms are open, that you have a big smile, that you're just spinning around, you're dancing, and you just feel so grateful for your amazing life. I just want you to imagine that for a second. You see, that's why I shared with you that it only requires a decision from you to feel how you would like to feel. You see, you actually do not want the money that much. The reason why you want the money or the relationship or any desire is because you want to feel a certain way. Now, good news, you can feel that way right now. You can feel that way right now. You don't have to wait to actually manifest that actual thing to feel perfect, to feel whole, to feel complete, to feel free, to feel abundant, to feel wanted, to feel love. You don't have to wait for the actual thing to show up to feel that way. You can feel that way right now. Why? Because everything is already within you. You see, the outside world is a reflection, it's a mirror. So the outside world is not real, as Neville Goddard shared. Even modern scientists has now shared as well that we're living in a simulation. The outside world is like a video game. It's a hologram. It's not real. It is only a reflection of your mind. Now, I want you to take a moment. I want you to take a moment and just think what your day was like yesterday. Just think and become aware and ask yourself, how was my day yesterday? How was I thinking? What was I thinking? What were my dominant thoughts? What was I thinking yesterday? Take a moment. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, who were you being? What were you thinking? What were your dominant thoughts? And how were you feeling? Take a moment. Now that you've taken that moment to actually become aware of who you were being, your results reflect that. Now I want you to now take a moment and have a look at your bank account. Have a look at your love life. Have a look at your health. It will tell you exactly what is happening in your mind. Now, check this out. When you change what's in your mind, in your head, you will change what is in your hands. In other words, you are going to change how you feel about yourself and how you interpret the world. What do I mean by that? Let's just say you wanting to increase your income and your um, desire is to double or triple your income, right? Now, the only reason why you do not experience financial abundance right now, or the reason why you have not achieved your money goal right now, is because what's in your mind, in your head. Now, when you change what's in your head, your bank account will change. You will change how you actually now interpret the world. You will also change how you see yourself. You will also change how you feel about yourself. You with me? So now, I wanted to share with you how can you double or triple your income. Now, as I said that, the only reason why you do not have your desires relating to financial abundance, or the reason why you still have not achieved your money goal, is because in your subconscious mind, there is a program that basically states that you are not worthy of that desire. So, in other words, there is a program in your subconscious mind or a belief in your subconscious mind that states that you are not worthy of this actual financial abundance, or you're not worthy of whatever your goal is. Let's just say your goal is 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever your goal is. The reason why you're not seeing it in your bank account is because deep down in your subconscious mind, there is a program that states that you are not worthy of that actual amount or financial abundance. That's why you're not seeing it. Now, check this out. It is a subconscious mind. In other words, it is unconscious. You are not aware of it. So, even if you tell yourself every day, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning 50,000. Even if you tell yourself that every day, nothing is going to change. Why? Is because in order for you to actually change your bank account, you have to go into your subconscious mind, replace that belief or that program with your empowered belief, which is now financial abundance or your money goal. You see, if you do not do that, you will struggle for many years. Now, the reason why I can tell you this is because I've been there. I've, struggled for many years to actually triple my income. And I was wondering, what the hell is happening, man? I'm like listening to subliminals, I'm doing the work, I'm visualizing, I'm writing my affirmations, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, but yet nothing is happening. The only reason why is because this is what Bob Proctor told me, because Bob, coached and mentored me, and he helped me take my telecoms business to the next level. He said that it's because of your paradigm. And your paradigm is basically your habits, which is stored in your subconscious mind. So, in other words, like I had a belief at that time that while I am only worthy of a certain amount, I'm only worthy, but that's like, you have to understand, it's a belief that's deep rooted, installed in my subconscious mind. And irrespective of what I've tried, nothing happened. It's only when I went into my subconscious mind and I said, okay, I am now replacing this actual program with my new belief, which is to take my, at the time, my income from 300K to a million, right? So I literally had to install this new belief that, okay, I am already a $1 million business owner. I am already a $1 million business owner. It's a done deal. And so I'll share with you what Bob actually shared with me. So, number one was I had to basically, before I do my visualization, I had to shut the monkey brain down. And how you do that is by simply taking a few deep breaths in. So, when you actually do deep breathing, you are changing your brain waves from, beta to just either, theta, where you're you're no longer just, thinking about what you have to, cook, about the kids, about paying this person, about your outside world. So you're literally shutting your outside world down, right? By, even if you have to do it now, you're taking a few deep breaths in. So you do that about, say, 6 times. You will see that you will feel that you're just so calm, you relax, you're peaceful, and you don't even think about the outside world as much. And then when you're in that state, right, that's where you're now actually just honing into your new belief system by accepting, excuse me, by accepting that it's already a done deal, and by expressing your gratitude with feelings. So you really have to ask yourself, okay, how will I feel if I have my financial goal? How will that make me feel? What is that feeling? Maybe freedom. I'll feel abundant. I'll feel excited. I'll feel empowered. I feel, grateful. So whatever that feeling is, now you're actually feeling that feeling whilst you're in that state. So when you're feeling that feeling and you're very, very clear on your goal, you're feeling that feeling in that state, you are actually changing your brain, like, let's just call it, you basically rewiring your subconscious mind. Of course, you can't just, do it once and then forget about it the following day. Remember, your old beliefs have been created for years and years and years and years. You know, if you think about, just look at your life, look at your bank account, you will see that it was probably been consistent for years. It probably it probably increased a little bit, but for the most part, it's been consistent. Now, in order for you to change that, you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated, you have to be disciplined. So, like, it took me like 9 months to actually get to my goal from 300K to a million. So, sometimes, of course, it felt like, nothing is happening. Sometimes I felt like, giving up. And but the good thing is that, I had, the support, because, as I said, I did, I had, like, a coach and a mentor, by my side. I had the support, and I saw that other people actually did it. I was like, okay, well, if other people can do it, certainly I can do it as well. And I just stayed at it, and within 9 months, boom, I manifested my financial goal. So now, what I'm saying to you is, the only reason why you do not have your financial desire yet, or why your income hasn't increased as yet, is because of your money subconscious beliefs. And if you're not sure what your beliefs are at the moment, just have a look at your financial situation. It will tell you exactly what your beliefs are, right? But when you do the necessary inner work, and you take that time to change your self-concept. And what do I mean by self-concept? What you believe to be true about yourself. Now, what I mean by that, you like think about yourself and you say, okay, am I actually worthy of 100,000? Am I worthy of that? Like, but you ask yourself, truthfully, am I worthy of, 100,000? No, maybe I'm too young, maybe I'm too old, it's probably not the right time. Whatever excuses comes up, it will tell you exactly if you feel worthy of it or not. And of course, if you have all these, because we remember we all have an old story and we all have this limiting beliefs that says that, no, well, you're not good enough, who do you think you are? You're too old, you're too young, you're not worthy of it, it's not the right time, whatever comes up, whatever comes up. Like, to give you an idea, for me, it was like, it was like the fear of, failure and the fear of, even success, because I was like, oh, what are other people going to say about me? What are other people going to think about me? Because I was like constantly thinking, oh, yeah, but, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? And what if I did? So I had to like literally just let go of all that BS. And what I mean by BS is just these belief systems, you know what I mean? So you just have to ask yourself, okay, whatever your goal is, your money goal is, ask yourself, am I worthy of it? But like really ask yourself honestly if you're worthy of it. Now, if you're worthy of it, because remember, you are not your body, you are actually the spirit or that energy, whatever you want to call it, that is animating your body. So your body is just like a car, or it's like a vehicle, but the real you is actually that energy or that spirit or that God. That's you. Now that power is already perfect, whole, and complete. And that power is already infinite and limitless. So in other words, that power is already abundant, that power is wealthy, that power already has everything. So the reason why we experiencing lack in our life is because we forgot, we've forgotten who we are, because obviously we were brainwashed by our school system, religion, family, friends, and society. And so we obviously took upon us all these limiting beliefs by saying that, no, 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 you're not worthy, you know, you're not good enough, you know, you don't deserve. And so we adopted these belief systems when we were babies, children, teenagers, young adults. And now we're trying to actually manifest our financial goals and our desires, and we're constantly hitting these stumbling blocks. Now, the reason we're hitting these stumbling blocks is because of the beliefs that we've accepted those years. And these beliefs are obviously limiting ourselves, right? So now you have to obviously let go of these beliefs. You have to literally like identify these beliefs, and you have to let go of these beliefs, and then you have to replace these beliefs with the total opposite, right? So you replace, these beliefs to say that I just, shared with you now that you are not the body. You are that God, that spirit, that energy that is animating that body. And that energy or that power is already worthy, deserving, and good enough. That power is already infinite. It's already limitless. It's already perfect, whole, and complete. That is that is you. That is you. But now it's obviously up to you if you're going to accept it. And I know that it's not easy to accept it because of our conditioning and our programming. But when you do accept it, oh man, that's where things just happening for you, because now you're empowered, you're like limitless, you're infinite, you know that you can be, do, have anything you desire. As a matter of fact, you already have everything right now, because everything is already within you, right? So when you accept your desire right now, it's a done deal. It's done. And the moment you accept that you have it and you remain faithful without being wishy-washy or being like a pendulum or being hot and cold or contradicting yourself, I'm talking about when you accept that it's done, you accept that I am in Barbados, I went first class, your 3D will then catch up to your new acceptance, to your new story, you know? As I said that, I do realize that it's not just you like saying, oh yeah, I accepted, yeah, it's done. It's like, you have to literally install that new belief or desire or program in your subconscious mind. That's why Neville Goddard, also always shared, with us to rather, you want to do it just before you go to sleep, because that's the window where there's like a gap or an opening, to your subconscious mind. So then you can, like, what they calls it, sets, state akin to sleep. That's where you can just accept that, okay, it's already a done deal, and really just feeling that, and you ask yourself, how will I feel if it had to be true? How would I be if I had this money in my bank account? How would I feel in general if I had to see this money on my bank statement now? Now, whatever you answer, that's the feeling that you want to feel, just before you go to sleep. And, or as I said, that you could literally just shut the monkey brain down by taking deep breaths in, like maybe like do about, say, six in and out, about, say, six times, and it's going to calm the circuits, in your brain. And then you're not going to think about what you have to eat later on, of the kids that you have to pick up, or paying this person or that. You're going to at least be in a nice, calm and relaxed state. And when you're in that state, then you can now just get lost in your desire by just feeling how it would feel if you had that money in your bank account right now. And you do that until you feel a shift. When you feel a little bit giddy, you're like, oh, yeah, I feel, yeah, it's a done deal. And then afterwards, you can open your eyes. I mean, I usually do it with myself and my clients for about, say, 15 minutes. Because I know 15 minutes is really that, there where you can feel that shift, And then you do that every single day until you see your bank account reflecting that amount. You don't just do it once and forget about it. Because remember, this is your new personality. This is your new identity. This is your new self-concept. So you have to constantly remind yourself that this is the new you. And you have to constantly remind yourself who you no longer want to be. So you no longer want to be the person living in lack. You no longer want to be the person that is playing games before. You constantly want to remind yourself that I am now the king of abundance. I am the queen of abundance. I am now the person who has my desire. So you do that every day, and you will see that when you do that every day, you're going to get to a stage whereby you just feel the shift. You're going to feel differently. You're going to start thinking differently, feeling differently. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah. I just feel like, hey, something is happening, like, because what's in your head has now changed. So your mindset has now changed. So now you're going to start interpret the world different. Now you're like, wow, there's opportunities all over. My entire world is abundant. I feel abundant. I feel wealthy, And now that just creates so many synchronicities, so many opportunities. You get so many ideas. It's just a wonderful state to be in, because you're no longer in a state of survival. You're now in a state of creation. And when you're in a state of creation, you have a lot of energy to create, to manifest, because you're now just in gratitude. You know that it is a done deal. You don't even worry about time, because time is only a construct of your mind. So you can collapse time by accepting that you already have it now. And by you accepting that you already have it now, you just feel your desire. You feel like, okay, how will I feel if I had to see $100,000 in my bank account? Well, I'll feel this way, I'll feel that way, I'll feel that way. Now you're just experiencing that state of being, you're experiencing that feeling. You know, after you open your eyes after that, you were like, whoa, I really actually felt how would it feel to be $100,000, person. I felt all the feelings because, as Joe Dispenza said that you don't want to follow like the old way, and the old way is Newton's way, Isaac Newton's way. Cause and effect, where you have to hustle, grind. You want to follow the new science, which is, quantum physics, and what that means is everything already exists right now. So there is infinite use, infinite versions of yourself that is existing right now. There is a rich you, a wealthy you, an abundant you, a poor you, a homeless you, whatever you, all that versions of you already exist right now. Your job is just to be clear in which one you want to choose. You're like, okay, I'm choosing the $20,000 version of myself. And then you select that version. You now just feel how it would actually feel to be that version. And as I explained to you earlier, you now remain faithful to that version by, pardon me, you remain faithful to that version by replacing that new program in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind runs the show of your life. 95% of who we are is a program. Now, in order for us to change what we experience in our bank account and in our 3D, we have to change the program. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. We have to change the program. And how you change the program, like I said, you do Neville's technique sets, or you just do the one that I shared with you now. You can do, and when you do affirmations, make sure that you're clear in your affirmation, and then you make sure that you feel the feelings that that affirmation would actually give you as well. Because your thoughts are electricity, and your heart, which feels, is magnetic. And when you, as Joe said, when you think and feel, it creates the state of being. So when you, for example, when you're like thinking about your money goal, and you're like, I'm gonna feel so free, it's gonna make me feel so free, and you just keep that state of being until you feel like some sort of a shift within your body. When you feel a shift, whether that takes about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Like I said, I usually do 15 minutes with my clients and myself, because that's so much time. And then afterwards, you just kind of feel a shift. And when you do this every day, consistently, without being wishy-washy, hot and cold, contradicting yourself, being like a pendulum, you're going to reach a stage whereby you're like, oh my God, I just feel different. And you're going to see the world different. You're going to see yourself as different. You're going to feel, as different, because you've now changed your subconscious beliefs. So you will not feel like the person you felt before. And that's what Neville Goddard meant when he says that when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change. What is your conception of yourself? It's how you feel, and how you feel about yourself, and what you believe to be true about yourself. So you want to ask yourself, what do you believe to be true about yourself? And remember, those beliefs are subconscious, unconscious. We're not even aware of them. The only way we can actually know what our beliefs are is by looking at our results. because our results will tell us what our beliefs are. You know, you look at your results when it comes to your love life. You're like, I constantly attract the same people. I always attract psychopaths. I this, I that, that. That will tell you it's because of your beliefs. But when you change your beliefs, you say, you know what? I love myself. I'm worthy of love. I'm the king of love. I'm the queen of love. And now all of a sudden, you know, you now attract people that just show you respect. They treat you with dignity. They just want to shower you with love. Why? Because you've now changed your beliefs when it comes to love. So you're no longer just settling. You're not just, begging people to be with you. You now know your worth. You know that you are worthy of love. You know, wherever you go, you're like, I just feel, love. I am love. You know, wherever I go, people shower me with love because you've now replaced those limiting beliefs that you had about love with empowering beliefs. Now, similarly with abundance as well. You know, when you replace your limiting beliefs about, abundance with empowering beliefs, it will change as well. You're going to change how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how you interpret, the world as well. It's a beautiful thing. And so, as I said that, with Neville's quote, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Now, why is it automatically? Is because your entire world is simply just a reflection of your mindset, of your current beliefs. And when you change your beliefs, your world changes automatically, you know? And I love the second part as well of this quote. And Neville says that, do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. You see? So that's pretty cool because you don't have to try to change anyone outside of yourself. They are only messengers telling you who you are. But when you revalue yourself, you know what he said? You know what? If I think about 2023 and I think about my money situation, and I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm not going to blame the government. I'm not going to blame my family, my friends, no, 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 no. I'm actually just going to make 2024 the best year ever by changing my self-concept, by changing who I believe or what I believe to be true about myself. And then I'm going to stick to that new belief for the entire 2024. That's going to be my goal, my mantra, and I'm just going to stick with it without contradicting myself, without being wishy-washy, without being hot and cold. I'm just going to stick to it. And I'm telling you, when you stick to it, when you stick, I'm talking about, like, to give you an idea, right? To give you an idea, when you do this properly, when you do it properly, right, you will start seeing results in about 2 weeks. Now, the reason why you start seeing results, even sometimes it even happens in 1 week, it just depends on your acceptance, the level of your acceptance. And but you will start seeing results very, very quickly. And what I mean by results is like synchronicities, opportunities, reflections, and unexpected money. If you have got a business, unexpected clients, and just a lot of opportunities. Why? Because your 3D is now catching up to your new self-concept, you see. So your 3D is simply just always mirroring what's happening in your mind. And when you change what's happening in your mind, your 3D changes automatically. So that's what Neville basically, shared. And that's why I shared with you guys as well. Yes, I mean, it was a little bit, challenging for me when I think about, my goal, and for the first couple of months, I actually didn't do the work. When, I work, with Bob, Proctor, when he coached and mentored me. But then I thought that I spend so much money. I spend like, thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm like, I'm actually just wasting money by not doing the work. So I just made a decision and I said, you know what? I'm actually going to stick to doing the work, because I've spent so much money. It's not even funny, because if I'm not going to do the work, then I'm actually making a fool out of myself. And when I actually started being serious and becoming serious, that's when I started seeing results. All of a sudden, we got this opportunity. We became like with this business, partner that we were working with. We were like number two, in Cape Town. And then we won another award in Joburg, and we were like number three, with them. And a lot of things started happening. You know why? Because I did the work and I accepted that I'm already $1 million, business owner. And things, basically, the 3D started to catch up, and I started seeing the fruits or the results or the bridges of events relating to my goal. So, in other words, I knew that Batman was going to win. In other words, I knew that I was already a $1 million business owner, even though I did not see it in my bank account at the time while I was in the transition of changing my self concept. I knew that it was done, but my job was to accept it, remain faithful to it, not contradict myself, and as a result, I started seeing all these synchronicities, opportunities, signs, and just beautiful things. It's like when you watch that Batman movie, you know that Batman is going to win. But the interesting thing about the movie is the different scenes in between that's so unpredictable, that literally have you at the edge of your seat. You're like, oh, I want to see what's going to happen next. I want to see what's going to happen next. Let me see what's happening next. So the same thing with your desire as well, right? You know that it's already in the bank. You know that for a fact. Manifestation is instant. The moment you accept you have it, it's instant. You already have it, right? Because in your imagination, there's no time. We create time with our minds. So when you accept, you already have it. What then happens is your 3D then catches up to this new acceptance. And you now start seeing all these different synchronicities, bridges of events, opportunities leading up to your manifestation. And then next thing you know, boom, Batman won, the movie end, the money is in your bank account, you've manifested your desires, and voila, you're happy. So that's how it works. So the secret, the secret, well, it's not really a secret, but I think the thing about manifestation is to accept that it's done and to remain faithful to that. And how you remain faithful, what I've discovered, is by gratitude. Because you can only say thank you for something that is happening to you or that has happened to you. So if you say that I'm so happy and grateful now that I have X amount in my bank account, you are telling yourself that it's already a done deal. So you're not saying, oh, but how is it going to happen? Oh, like, how am I going to get the money? Oh, but how? You don't even care about the how. You are celebrating the now through gratitude. You see? And now all of a sudden manifestation becomes fun again. Because you're not wishy-washy again. You're not like a pendulum. You're not hot and cold. You know that you're already in Barbados and you went first class, baby. It's done. It's a done deal. So now you're just living in gratitude. You're basking in gratitude. You're just so thankful for everything that you have right now. and you're thankful for your future desires that you have now. And now you're enjoying your 3D for what it is, because you know you already have your results. You're not waiting for it, because waiting is lack. When you wait for it, you are telling yourself that you do not have it. If you wait for a manifestation, you're saying that I do not have it. But when you say thank you for your manifestation, you're telling yourself that you do have it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, man, make manifestation great again by making it fun for yourself, and stop creating time. When you trying to manifest, don't create time. Don't tell yourself that, oh, I can't wait until it manifests. You're creating time. Don't tell yourself that, oh, it's probably going to happen in about 3 months. You're creating time. No, you have to accept that you have it now. You are already in Barbados and you win first class, remember? There is no time in your mind. There is no time in the imagination. There is no time in consciousness. There is only now. Manifestation is instant. When you say you have it now, it's done. The 3D then starts catching up to that new story. And now all of a sudden you're seeing all these different synchronicities, opportunities, and beautiful bridges of events leading to the grand finale. You know it's already done. You know that Batman already won. You expressing your gratitude that, oh, I'm so grateful that Batman won. He kicked Joker's ass. So grateful Batman won again, of course. Batman always wins. Batman always wins. Remember, you are Batman. You are the god of your reality. You are the creator of your reality. Whatever you say goes. So you have to accept that it's already a done deal. Don't be shy. Accept it. Accept it. So yesterday I was speaking to a good friend, but now, so he's trying to manifest a Porsche. And he's telling me that, you know what, Gabriel? And he's showing me the picture of the Porsche that he's trying to manifest. And he said, you know what? I've been seeing Porsches everywhere I go. Wherever I drive, I see Porsches. I just see Porsches, I see Porsches, I see Porsches, I see Porsches. So, and then he shows me that he actually made this Porsche his screensaver. And so I'm explained to him why this is happening. I said that the reason why you're seeing all these Porsches is because you've activated your brain's RAS, your reticular activation system. Now, what your brain's RAS do, it basically filters in what you focus on, and it filters out what you're no longer focusing on. Now, wherever he goes, he just sees Porsches. Now they are still BMWs, they are still Mercedes, they are still VWs, they are still all these different models. But the reason why he doesn't see it is because his brain's reticular activation system is only focusing on Porsches. And it's like, don't worry, this is a done deal. So now your next step is to believe that you already have the Porsche. So now I'm actually explaining the whole manifestation process to him. I say that you've got step 1 done. Good on you, because you're clear. You know exactly what you want. He knows the color, he knows the make, he knows the model. He even showed me a picture. That's why he's just starting to see all these Porsches everywhere, right? So now I'm telling him that, okay, your next step now is to ask yourself, how will you feel if you had to sit in that Porsche right now? You know, I asked him that. His eyes light up. You could just see his countenance change. He's like, whoa, man, I feel so good, man. I feel so excited, man. You know, I said, you see that feeling, that expression that you shared with me now? You need to feel that, you know, every day whilst you see the Porsche in your mind. You need to feel that every day. And then I say, you know what? I'm going to prove to you that manifestation works right now. He says, I said, yeah, I'm going to prove to you manifestation works. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, so how manifestation works is it's basically a projection of our mind. So what that means is if you see anything in your mind first and accept that you have it, it will then project out in your 3D. So I tell him that, listen, so we're sitting at a cafe and we're chilling outside and there's trees, beautiful place, awesome. And I'm telling them, okay, I want you to see a person wearing green sneakers walking past us. I want you to see that in your imagination. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay, do you get that? Do you have that? He's like, yeah, sure. And then I'm like, okay, cool, that's locked in. I said, okay, number 2, I want you to see 2 birds landing right here where we're sitting. 2 birds while we're talking, and they just, you know, come like boom. And I make sure I lock it in. He sees it in his imagination. Boom. I'm like, done. And I say, okay, that's number 2. I say, number 3, I want you to see a yellow Porsche driving past us, a yellow Porsche. So the reason why I chose these extravagant colors, because I did not want it to be coincidental. I didn't just want it to say a white Porsche or white sneakers. I want it to be just kind of ridiculous, whereby you're like, no, I don't think I'll see a yellow Porsche. I've never seen a yellow Porsche. I don't think I'll see a person wearing green sneakers. I mean, like, people nowadays don't like bright colors. So now we do that. And so I tell him that, okay, according to the law of assumption, whatever you assume to be true in your mind will reflect in your 3D. And he's like, okay, cool. I'm telling him that, okay, it's already done. You are now going to see it show up in our 3D whilst we're sitting here. So we're chatting away, we're having a good time, we're talking about, you know, the simulation and just awesome, you know, topics. We discussed the movie, The Matrix. And as we're talking, a lady walked past wearing green sneakers. And then I notice the color and I tap him on his shoulder. I'm like, look at that. He's like, yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, okay, that is number 1. That's our first success story. Afterwards, we continue chatting away, having a good time, all good. And then the birds, 2 pigeons, they land on my side and they walk past us. And I show him like, look at that. Look at that. What the hell did I tell you? This manifestation stuff works. So I'm freaking excited. I'm like a 5-year-old. I'm like, yo, man, I'm so crazy because even though I manifested so many things, the thing is with manifestation, it always catches you by surprise. And it's just such a beautiful feeling, man. So I'm like so excited. I'm like, yo, look at that, look at that, look at that. So he's like, what? His mouth is like open. He's like, what are the odds? You have to understand, this guy doesn't know about manifestation that much, right? He knows a little bit. He doesn't even know about the law of assumption. So he's probably watching this. And after that, so we're both excited. He's like, whoa, man, okay. And so we're chatting away, having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And about, say, 15 minutes after that, a Porsche passes us, a yellow Porsche. And he tells me, "Yo, wow, look, Gabriel, look." I'm even getting chills now. I'm getting chills now. He's like, "Look, I'm looking at the Porsche. We both like stand up. We like, I'm jumping around there." He's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And you know what he tells me? He shares with me, he says that, you know what, when you said, I want you to see a yellow Porsche in your mind, I saw the exact same Porsche. So the Porsche that passed was a cabriolet drop top, right? And he said, I saw the exact same Porsche in my mind. And now he's a believer. So I tell him that now that you've experienced that you are the creator of your reality, I now want you to apply it in your life. And he started applying it immediately, immediately. And because remember, he wants a Porsche. So now I'm telling him that you have to see that you already have the Porsche. You have to actually see in your mind, you've taken your Porsche to the car, washed the valet last week. You've sent pictures to your family. They all congratulated you on your Porsche. You have to actually see that your girlfriend messed in your Porsche and you were pissed off. You're like, who told you to freaking eat in my Porsche? You're not supposed to do that. So in other words, I share with him, listen, you now have to live as a Porsche owner and no longer as, because he drives a VW, and no longer as a VW owner. And he actually got that. So now you have to understand, this is a science guy, right? He's a data scientist. So, and I shared with him what we were taught were like the old science, Newtonian physics. But what I'm sharing with you now is quantum physics. And everything already exists in the quantum field as a potential. In order for you to see it manifest or show up in your reality, you have to select it and you have to accept that you already have it. So I'm explaining this to him and he gets it. He's like, oh, I see. Okay. And I say, no time. Remember, there's no time. You have to collapse time. You creating time. There's no time. There's no time. Oh, he's like, yeah, there's no time. There's no time. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so that happened yesterday. Man, that guy's still excited and he's like, whoa, man. Blah, 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 blah. Like I said, he's probably watching this. Right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, yeah, and that's exactly how you double or triple your income. Remember, as I said, that in order for you to live a financially abundant life or to manifest or double or triple your income, you have to become worthy of that new identity. So you have to basically accept that, you know what, okay, cool. If that is maybe a $50,000, $100,000, you have to see yourself as a $50,000 man or woman right now. And like I said, you have to just take that time and really go within and install it in your subconscious mind. In other words, replace your old limiting belief with the new belief in your subconscious mind. Remain faithful to that without contradicting yourself. When you say it's done, it's done. You can't wake up the following day and like, how is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Do I have to play the lotto? No. It's already a done deal. What you talking about? You have to accept that you're already done deal. Remain faithful to that. Remember, you have to do it every single day until you see it in your bank account. You don't just do it once and forget about it. No, you do it every single day. And how you do it is you go, as I said, that you either do sets, you go within, you just calm down your monkey brain. You just take a break from the outside world. You just press pause to your body. You go within, you make sure you relax yourself, and then you install that new belief in your subconscious mind. You do that every day. Next thing you know, boom, you shift. Your world becomes different. Your mind becomes different. and your body becomes different as well. You're actually going to shift as a person. You're going to feel like the person who now has that desire. All right. So, yeah, as I said, that it's a beautiful thing. It works. And provided you just stay at it, remain faithful, and it will definitely, I mean, it already happened, but it will definitely show up in your 3D, because your 3D is simply, following what your mind does. So when you accept your desire right now, your 3D is now going to start catching up to your new mindset. But remember, you have to remain faithful to this new self concept, this new identity, this new personality. Remain faithful, live from that place, and your 3D will then catch up to that new mindset. It's a beautiful thing. It's awesome. It's amazing. And if you need assistance and if you need help, we offer accountability coaching, where we work with you on a daily basis to ensure that you remain faithful, that you're no longer playing games, you're no longer like a pendulum, you're swinging here, you're swinging there, you're hot and cold, you're in and out, you're like on fire, and then you're like not on fire, you're like, oh yeah, now I'm going to do it, and then boom, you're going back to your regular self. So if you need daily accountability coaching, we offer daily accountability coaching, where we work with you on a daily basis to ensure that you remain faithful to your wish fulfilled. And we also help you to replace your limiting beliefs about abundance and money, and we replace it with empowering ones, such as abundance. Because remember, as I shared with you, you are already perfect, whole, and complete. Now, the reason why you're obviously not seeing the results is because of the subconscious beliefs that you've probably accepted when you were a baby, a child, a teenager, a young adult. But we obviously work with you to replace those and create a new story and help you shift into your new identity, your personality, your self concept. So, in other words, you're now going to think as the person who now has your desires, feel as the person who has your desires, act as the person who has your desires, and live from that place. So, in other words, you now, your goal is $50,000, right? So you say, okay, cool. Okay, now let's say, yeah, like, how am I thinking, feeling, and acting as a person who now has, $50,000? How do I see the world? How do I view the world? How do I? What is my overall sensation as this person that now who now actually earns $50,000? How do I interpret the world? How do I see myself? So, as Neville Goddard says, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change, right? So there you are. And furthermore, because I had the reason why we haven't posted, you guys know that I love to do lives and stuff like that. So the reason why we didn't do as much lives is because we were quite a bit busy and stuff like that. So we got now a few openings again and stuff. And we're also going to provide anyone that is interested in the daily accountability coaching, we're going to provide you a discount as well. So we're going to provide you with 40% discount on any of our one-on-one coaching packages. That's right, 40%, because we really want you to get to the next level. We want you to shift. We want you to make 2024 your best year ever. No more playing games. You don't want to wait until 2025 and like, now I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna. No. We want to sort it out now, right now. No more playing games. So 40% a discount. I'm just thinking now, like, how are we going to do this? Yeah, so basically, yeah, if you're interested in that, discount, just comment on this video, and then we'll send you the link and the coupon code as well. So then you can just click on that link, make the purchase, get 40% off, and let's get you shifted into your abundant state of mind, where you can now experience money out of thin air, unexpected money, plenty opportunities, freedom, abundance, joy, creativity, because that's how you're supposed to live. That is your natural state of being. The reason why we experiencing lack is because we've obviously been lied to when we were either in school, church, society, or by our parents. But that's not our normal state of being. Our natural state of being is abundance, it's joy, it's freedom. Why? Because we are not these bodies. This body is only a vehicle, it's like a car. We are the power that is animating the body. Now, that power is infinite, it's limitless, and it's abundant, it's perfect, it's whole, and complete. Now, you can call that power what you want. God, universe, consciousness, awareness, doesn't matter. As long as you know that that is your true identity. So if you experiencing anything that's less than that, it's a lie that is not true. Your natural state of being is abundance, joy, and freedom. So if you're interested in the one-on-one coaching, daily accountability coaching, just comment on this video and we will send you that link and the coupon code as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. If not, I shall say bye-bye and enjoy your blissful day. Okay, so as I said it again, if you're interested in the daily accountability coaching, just comment on this video and we will send you that link and the coupon code as well. But having said that, keep smiling. I hope you got a lot of value from this live. Keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and do not forget that you are already perfect, whole, and complete because you are the creator of your reality. You are not this body. This body is only a vehicle. You are not your mind, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your name. You are the power that is animating the body. Now, this power is within you and it's around you. And it's infinite, it's limitless, it's perfect, it's whole and complete. This is your true identity. Yes, this is you. Do not accept anything less. And having said that, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.